We're back with another podcast. This is the Adriana and Pastor Chris show.
Yes. And as always, I am joined by the amazing, the incredible, the patient, and understanding Adriana Tchaikovsky.
No, again, not
I,
right, but we're just gonna
I know.
go with that.
Well, I'm not going to say your last name on the internet, so that's the closest thing I got.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you want to explain to them what actually happened this
Yeah,
past Monday?
so today's a Wednesday, I
Yes,
believe. Yeah, today's Wednesday. And we usually film on Monday. And we did film on Monday
we
for
did.
actually a really long time. It was a lot of filming on Monday.
It was great, funny,
It was good. It was funny.
witty.
We had our guest come on who was going to be here later. But all of the clips got like messed up. The first one we weren't recording, and then the next two all got all messed up. So now we have to record this whole thing again. But it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It'll be
We don't
fun.
mind.
And I apologize for
True.
that. I want everyone to know Adriana knows this already, but just for those of you who are listening, I don't know what I'm doing.
Neither do I. I don't edit anything.
We don't know what we're doing. We don't know how this works. Technology. We're recording this on a separate app that we cannot name due to laws and different things.
Due
But hey,
to yes, exactly.
yeah. So yeah, we're trying not to get kicked off of YouTube, as you can kind of see. So, but
That would
we'll
probably be
see.
a bad idea. Yeah.
No,
True. We
but
don't know.
that would be
Maybe we'll
kind
do
of cool
something
though.
crazy.
I know, like that's kind of that would be honestly kind of cool. Be like, hey guys, you got kicked off of YouTube for what? I don't know.
Yeah, but then we can't make these videos anymore.
Yeah, that's a good point. Then we have to go to like Vimeo or some other like bougie site. But anyways,
True.
what have you been doing, Adriana? How have you been spending this quarantine time as a quarantine? Get it? Quarantine.
Yeah. I do the same thing every day. I wake up, I go for a run, then I lay on the floor for like an hour doing nothing. That's usually why I'm late to like everything. And then I eat food and then do schoolwork and then walk my dogs and that's it. And then I wake up and do it all again the next
Yeah,
day.
if there's like two things you do a lot, it's running, and because you run so much, then you eat. Although you're the size of a toothpick. Let's be honest. If you ever met Adriana in person, she is like a real person but smaller.
Yeah, kind of. It's like fun size.
Yeah. There you go. But you run so much you can eat. So
I have food right here.
good for you. Oh yes, the graham cracker. Any good
Oh,
shows?
such a good
Any good
snack.
shows on TV you've been watching? Anything like that?
I don't really watch TV. Like I have a Roku TV, I think is what it's called. And it has like Hulu, Netflix, YouTube, and like
Nice.
the Roku channel and all these different things. So like I usually watch all my shows on Hulu. I watch like The
Hulu.
Voice and American Idol because they're the two singing shows that I love. And I watched 2 new episodes of both of those last night.
Oh yay.
So good. And then New Amsterdam, The Good Doctor, and there's one more, but I can't think right now.
So
Maybe it's just those two.
you like the medical shows.
Oh, and
They're
This Is Us.
like
I love This Is Us. That's like one of my favorite shows. Have
you
you ever seen
see,
This Is Us?
no, I refuse to watch it.
Why?
Because everyone is just like, oh, it's so great. I cried for like 5 hours after I watched it. And it's like
No, I don't cry.
I don't want to
It's
watch
not all sad.
anything.
It's kind of sad, but it's not all sad. Like
It's not
Grey's
all sad.
Anatomy is the same way. It's like sad most of the time. But
Wow.
you just have to take breaks.
Take breaks from it. Okay. I can understand that.
Yeah.
I've
Like they haven't
watched
come out with a new episode.
I've watched a I watched an episode of New Amsterdam. I liked it.
I love it. Such a good show.
Haven't really gotten into it. You have Netflix, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's. Have you heard of this new tiger show thing on Netflix that everyone's going crazy about?
Tiger Show?
Yeah, it's some
Oh, this
show.
documentary thing?
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
see all these memes about it and these
yeah.
jokes about it, but I've never seen it.
Me neither. I've
What,
never seen it at all. But
what's it about?
I don't know, some crazy guy. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet, but I really want to because it seems like the whole world is obsessed with this guy named Joe Exotic, who had a bunch of tigers, which is
It's weird.
interesting. Yeah, that is weird. Speaking of tigers, though, did you hear what happened in the Bronx Zoo?
Yep. Yeah. This tiger got corona from a person.
But I
It's
just,
kind of, it's just funny because it's like this thing is such a like it's so stupid. Like it's so ridiculous. Like it needs to stop. Like
I
what
know.
is happening? It's like insane. Like I can't even think about it. Like this is gonna be in well for me, this is gonna be like our kids like history book. This is what's
Oh
gonna be in it.
yeah,
It's gonna be like the pandemic of 2020, like
yeah,
or
yeah,
epidemic or whatever they're calling it. I don't know the difference. I haven't been in school.
yeah.
It's been
It's
a long time.
crazy because you, yeah, you weren't alive during September 11th at all, were you?
No,
Wow. So yeah, that was
wait,
like,
that was 2001. Sorry, that sounds such a dumb question, but
yeah, yes, yeah,
what does that sound? Yeah, that's what I thought.
yeah.
No,
But you weren't. You really wouldn't
close,
know
but
that
no,
much because you weren't alive during that. Like that was the big
no. I
thing.
mean, we take a long time to like learn about it, but no, I didn't know.
Yeah, but you're like that
I
was
think the
different.
That's crazy. Yeah, it was different. And I think what's like so crazy about now too is that it is a worldwide thing.
Yes.
Like that is definitely like don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like this is more important or something like that because that's so
No, no, no.
important, but this is like a worldwide like oh my gosh, every single country is like affected. Maybe like there's some country like little tiny place that's not affected by it, but like seems like everywhere is.
Yeah, it's really really insane. And you're right. This is going to be in the history books for sure. And man, like it's going to be weird explaining it to like in the same way that it's kind of weird to explain September 11th to you because you weren't alive at that point.
Right. It's
Like,
gonna be weird to explain it to other kids, yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
There's a
mean,
kid.
I would have to say like it's really sad that like it's only affecting a certain like age group of people,
Yeah, hmm,
but I also like am grateful that this isn't one of those things where like when you get it, you're gonna die if they don't have a cure, which is like long time ago when they had like the plagues or the
right.
death like the black death or whatever like then
Hmm.
if you got it you were gonna die like I'm happy it's not something like that.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of
I
people
feel
have
like
been
everyone would be a
surviving
lot
it.
more yeah
Oh yeah,
other
everyone
than
be
like
freaking
older
out.
people.
Although like I've seen like because when I was out walking, you know, with the family, because we have my wife Addie and Cassidy, we would
Yes.
walk around the neighborhood and like people would have like notes on the door that said like, "Hey, caution, COVID-19" or whatever thing on it. Like,
Really?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
they had it?
yeah. I think they have it, and it's like, "Hey, warning,
That's
you
so
know, we're here."
scary.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a mandated thing or they just did it
No,
to.
because
I don't know.
I'm sure there's people around my neighborhood that have had it, and the social distancing is kind of weird because there's so many people and like they social distance from each other, but they have big families. So there's like
Right.
people walking on the streets and like all this stuff, and they're staying away from other people, but there's just still so many people that it's kind of like normal life, like in a sense.
Yeah. Well, what's funny too, and very people don't realize this, especially if you're watching this and you're from my previous church in Orlando, which we have a couple of them that watch this. So,
Really?
oh
Do we
yeah, yeah,
actually?
yeah, yeah. We
That's
actually have some
awesome.
people. Yeah, really neat. So we are not in New York City. We are outside of New York City, but
Yeah,
the
I
bulk.
accidentally said where, but it's fine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't see. Yeah. And what's really really insane though is that a lot of people who live in the area that me and you live in, they work in the city, and a lot of them are doctors and
Yeah,
nurses, and they have to go back and forth. So yeah, the city's getting hit, but then all the neighborhoods, especially the ones that we're living in, are being hit too because everyone goes into the city and like brings it back. It's crazy.
I know. It's crazy.
So yes, please social distance. Like,
Yeah,
come on, let's do
respect the
this.
people that are working for the
Yeah,
medical field, like people in the medical field and all the hours they're putting
yeah,
in.
Yeah, super scary, super scary. Let's talk about something a little bit lighter. Okay, what were we talking about before? TV shows?
Yeah.
TV shows, okay.
You last time we filmed, even though it didn't work, you were telling us about
Oh
this
yeah.
like angel thing. Is that what it's called? I
Yes.
don't know.
Okay.
Air angel.
We are not sponsored by these people. I don't think they're gonna care if we mention it, but there's this app called Vid Angel. It's kind of like I don't know. It's kind of like this app you download on your TV and stuff. I'm not 100% sure how it works because I have the free version right now. But what it does is you run all of your stuff through this software through your TV, and it'll take out anything that you don't want to see in a show or a TV, like or in a movie. So
Right.
if you're watching like a radar movie and you don't want to hear cursing, you can take it out, and they'll actually take out all of the cursing in real time. If you don't want to watch like a sex scene in the movie, okay, which like, come on, directors, writers, like, stop it, okay, like
That's
don't
true.
put it's for reals. Like they just throw in these scenes and they have nothing to do
To
with the
do.
movie.
Right.
I don't get it, but it'll actually take out those scenes so you don't have a problem with it at all. So you can just watch anything you want, and it's like this crazy filter thing that just like really helps you like watch programs and you know stay keep your I don't know not let you see or hear anything stupid. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I like that.
at the same time, they kind of how like Hulu has like a Hulu original series or Netflix
Yeah.
original series. So Vid Angel also has a series like an original series called The Chosen, which is about Jesus, and it's not a movie. It's actually like it has seasons and episodes of Jesus, his life, the disciples, and it is
Right.
amazing.
I like
So
that.
good. So like, and
Check it out.
we talked about this before. Like in every Christian Jesus movie, Jesus is always portrayed as
Yeah.
like crazy holy, right? Like,
Right.
I don't know what it is, but this series really, the Chosen, it really gives us a glimpse of the humanity of Jesus because he was
Right. Yeah.
100% God, but then also 100% man. And I love this portrayal because Jesus is just this chill dude that just like makes things with his
It's
hands.
normal. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, like he comes across as like, oh yeah, Jesus was a real
Everybody
person.
else. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like he
Yeah.
laughed at people, he cracked jokes and things.
Right.
Um, the funniest part too is so Jesus was a carpenter. Okay, the word carpenter back then meant something different. So he was more of a handyman. Like he did everything with from wood carvings to stone stuff and all that kind of stuff, right? So then one of the scenes that has Jesus like injuring his hand somehow and like him wincing in pain and bandaging his hand. And to me, I think that's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I know what you're saying.
If I were
It's
Jesus,
a little strange because then you could just fix it easily. Right.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like
Right.
if I were Jesus and like I got cut myself, I would have been like, make sure no one's looking, and then boop, healed, type thing.
Right. Right.
And or take it a step further, like I wouldn't carve anything. I would just like look at a log and be like, poof, you're a sculpture. Poof, you're a spoon. Poof, you're a ladle. I don't know, something like that. And Jesus didn't do that, and he totally could have.
Right. He
Isn't that wild to
he
think
did it like
about?
everyone else. Yeah. He
Anyways,
did not take the easy way.
no. But anyways, check it out. Check it out if you can. I'm gonna see
Yeah.
if I can try to find like a good cheap way to get it to some people. But yeah.
Mm?
Anyways, check it out, y'all. So we are so excited. Adriana, why don't you tell them about our guest coming up?
Okay. Not gonna say her name. I'm gonna let her introduce herself like I did or like I did last time. But she's awesome. She is on the worship team for Newburgh campus.
What?
Because
Eberg?
our church has many campuses. She goes to my school. but she's awesome. She's so funny. She's one of the funniest people I've ever met, honestly. It's
She
awesome.
is she is legit, and she's also very understanding because we are
Yeah,
recording her
again,
again.
even though she
So
already talked all the time.
I know,
Damn.
but we love her. We can't wait to talk to her, and it's going to be coming up after this break.
What's up, everybody? We're back with segment 2 of the Adriana and Pastor Chris podcast.
Yeah.
And we are with our guest. Say your name, introduce yourself.
My name is Keely. I go
Keely.
to the Newburgh campus. I'm 17, and I'm friends with Adriana.
And she's single.
And she's
Period.
Period. All right.
I like
learned
long
that.
walks on the beach.
No, this is not the let's find a date for students podcast, okay? Unbelievable.
Too funny.
Keely, you are low key one or high key. I can't decide which. One of the funniest people I've ever met in my entire life.
Hi. If you're gonna say if you're gonna give something emphasis, it's high key. If it's
High
like,
key?
not really, it's like low key. You're like low key funny. Like she's high key funny. She's top of the bar.
High key, top of the bar. Top of the bar. Well, Keely, thank you so much. And you go to the Newburgh campus as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, who I know the answer, but who are the leaders over there? And do you want to give any shout outs to any Newburgh people?
Okay, so we have Mr. Alberto, Miss Susan, his wife. Then we have Lauren.
Yes.
We have
Shout out
Chris,
to Lauren.
and we have Morgan.
And Morgan.
I know,
Okay.
that's leaders.
So I heard that you and Adriana may or may not have terrorized Morgan and Lauren during the advance.
Technically, they walked in on us.
Okay, but
well, yeah, if we're gonna be technical.
Okay,
explain
so
this story.
I will retell the story since I already told this entire story on Monday. But do we not have the recording? No, we don't. So
I'm not recording.
It's fine.
I'm not recording.
That's not funny. You're joking.
That's funny. I see it in the corner.
I
Imagine.
Yeah,
I can see it in the corner, but I was like, imagine, like, okay.
Oh my gosh,
anyways.
she would kill me. Anyways, go ahead.
So on the advance, everyone was playing the games or whatever.
Oh, first explain the advance, because no one knows what the advance is.
It's like our church trip that we take for 9th through 12th graders, and we go like upstate somewhere to like this retreat center, and it's just basically like a giant. It's like church for like 4 days or however long we're there. Wait.
I know you're really down directions because we were not upstate. We were
downstate.
Yeah, we're like down to the left. Like Pennsylvania. We're in Pennsylvania.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It's not the same. Okay.
I didn't know that. Whatever. All right. Anyway, so they're playing games because we have like each team, which is like there's like red, orange, what other color? Yellow and blue, right? Were those the 4 teams?
I think so.
Yeah. And you like compete against each other and you get points. So they were playing games, and there's like these cabins, and each like Washingtonville was all in one, and then like a bunch of the new girls and boys are separate, but then there's like girls, and Keely had to get something from her cabin, and I was like, can I come? And she was like, yeah. So we like went in, and I was like, oh. And I was like talking about, I was joking around. I was like, this cabin's so much nicer than ours. I was like, this is a castle compared to ours, like as a joke, because ours was really tight, like space. But like I didn't actually mind it. I was like kidding around. And then we walked upstairs and we're talking, and Keely was like doing whatever. And then we heard like noise coming from the other room, and it was Lauren. And I thought, because I said, who is that? And Keely was like, it's Lauren. And I thought it was the student Lauren, like my friend Lauren, which she doesn't. I don't even think she goes to the Newburgh campus, so that wouldn't make sense. But I thought it was her, so I'm like, Lauren, come here right now, like as a joke, because I was like, what is she doing in here? Like I was kidding around, and then the leader walks in, and I'm like, I've never had an interaction with her like that. Like, I've never really even talked to her.
You
And I was
yelled at
just like,
Lauren?
yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Of
Like, I
all
did not mean
people,
that.
Lauren.
I thought you were like Lauren the student. Then Morgan driving up the stairs, and we're like, so we're all standing in a circle. And then Morgan and Lauren are going back and forth about how they always have to yell at the girls because they're too loud at night and play like bad cop, good cop. It was so funny. It was funny. It was just a good encounter.
Yeah,
We were in
because
there for like 20 minutes.
I know, no, and the night before, we were so loud. So like it like she was definitely talking about exactly what happened that night because
Right.
we were hanging out until like 1:30 a.m.
It's glitching.
Oh no, it's glitching.
Lauren and Morgan are in their room across from us, and there's like 8 of us. Oh no, yeah, but there's like 8 of us, and then they're on the other side in a different room, and they could still hear us. So they come in and they knock, and then Morgan's like, "Girls, you have to go to sleep right now." And Lauren's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "What is going on?" And Morgan's like, "I told Lauren she had to come with me. If not, it wasn't going." Because apparently they were fighting on who was
Oh,
going to be bad cops because they didn't want to like make us hate them or something. But we can literally never hate them. Like they're the best.
And they were
okay.
fighting because there was like a bug in their room or something. Or like Morgan was joking around with Lauren, was like, don't let the bed bugs bite. But like Lauren doesn't like bugs or something.
Yeah.
Oh my
Just them two
gosh.
Funny. They're
together.
the
So
best.
funny.
Okay,
So funny. They're the
like
best.
to me, I think the biggest difference between guys and girls is super evident on retreats like this because guys, we will fight each other, we will do stupid things, we'll share snacks, we'll fart on each other, but then we go to bed. Like guys, we go to bed. But girls, I feel like y'all never sleep during any church event ever.
It's because we're talking.
Yeah, we have to catch up
deep
on everything.
conversation. Yeah,
And we have
exactly.
so many sermons per day so that once we get back to the dorm, like we have to talk about like what the sermon was about, I feel like, and then we kind of relate it to our own lives and we're like, okay, yeah, I do that. Like I remember like
Yeah.
it was a one I think it about it and you were like looking at boys as objects and we were all like, oh my gosh, we're thinking of all our like celebrity crushes and like we just like talk about like the sermon and we like talk about like things that we do and stuff like that, or we just talk about literally anything because we don't
And
see
there's
each
a
other all the
lot of
time.
people in your room. There's a lot of
A
people in your
lot.
one room.
There's
There
8.
was 4 in my one room. Like, and we were really close together. But there was only 4. Like me and then 3 other girls. So
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, welcome to Collective Youth, where we constantly break fire code everywhere we go.
Yeah, literally.
Jeez. Well, okay. Well, speaking of sermons and
Yup,
talking things, Keely, why don't you talk a little bit about how you're keeping the faith, how you're keeping your faith strong, how you're connecting with God still um, throughout this whole crazy COVID coronavirus thing.
Yeah, I would say in the mornings, like me and my mom and like my brother and like my dad have been listening to like worship music like in the mornings or like while we're doing homework and stuff like that. And then we have our daily devotional every single nobody's allowed to we do it. So
Oh, that's
we all
cool.
take turns like reading it off my mom's phone, stuff like that. Yeah. So we've been doing that literally every single day, like routine, because you have to have a routine in times like this, especially to make time for the word because we have so much time and we really excuse because there's never an excuse, but especially not now. So yeah, we've been doing that a lot.
Yeah, for sure. And then here comes the cat. Stupid cat.
I don't know where he's going.
I thought the cat was sleeping.
He was, and then he woke up, and now he's going to eat, but there's no food in there, so I don't know what he's trying to do. He's gonna cry.
That poor cat.
He ate already.
I have heard, and I've heard many stories about Keely and her fascination for animals such as dogs.
Yeah, she loves them.
Yeah. Okay, true story. The last time that we recorded this, we filmed this. Okay, Keely was just right there, on her porch, okay? And then stray
Mind my own
dog,
business.
yeah, minding her own business, and a stray dog
As
just
you
pops
should.
out of nowhere, and then she freaks out, okay? Because stray dogs, whatever.
Literally
Um,
terrible.
Okay, I want you to explain though, why do you hate the animal kingdom so much?
Probably because like if I'm around animals too much, I go into anaphylactic shock.
You're
I need my
allergic.
EpiPen.
Wait, that's not that big of a
Yes,
deal. Like,
I'm
gosh.
so allergic. Yeah, it's really not a big deal. Like lungs closing up, like what? Throat closing up, that's literally nothing. Like yeah, so yeah, I have some serious issues with like almost every single animal and like a lot of fruits and molds and pollen, every single family of pollen. I can't eat kiwis, apples, pears, peaches.
What? You
I can
can't.
eat plums. Strawberries I have issues with
Chill,
sometimes.
chill, chill.
Ooh,
Kiwi, yeah, I already said kiwi, which is hilarious considering my name's Keely and I'm really allergic to kiwis. And I'm
kiwi
allergic to some
kiwi.
nuts. Yeah, it'd be like that.
Nuts, you're allergic? Are you allergic to nuts?
Like walnuts and pecans, I have issues with. I get like hives on my face and my throat gets really
Oh
itchy.
my gosh, that's
That's
crazy.
sad.
I know, and
Okay,
I developed these allergies. I didn't always have them.
okay, and I remember one time, you've been to my house a couple of times, one for a
Yeah.
worship meeting, one for a focus group meeting, having
Yeah.
all the
Really?
Newberg people over. And tell,
So I wasn't there.
no, you weren't there, Adriana, for this past one. So you were there for the
You're
worship
like,
one.
look at this.
Move, cat.
He's so funny.
Like I want to
He's so,
sneeze just looking at that thing. Look at all the dander. The
Literally.
he's so cute.
oh well, yeah, he's no. If it
Oh,
No, he
makes you
looks evil.
feel, if it makes you feel any better, Keely, I am not a cat person. Like I
Okay. Cool.
don't do cats. Yeah.
Even
So
if I wasn't be a cat person either.
but okay, so anyways, tell them what ended up happening when you came over to the house a couple of times.
So I was like one of the first people there, and I like opened the door, and all of a sudden I hear barking, and I'm like, oh, like I guess I didn't think to ask like before I went over. Like, so I open the door, and this little dog comes running towards me, and I'm like,
Addie.
no, because I'm thinking to myself like the hives are gonna be on my face for the next week because they don't go away once they get on your face, they don't go away like until
Oh,
another week. So I'm like, oh no. And then my mom had already pulled off and she didn't have any Zyrtec. So this lovely girl, I don't even remember her name. She had blonde hair. She was really, really nice. She ran and her mom got me Zyrtec and I was okay for the night. That was a close call. Like I was scared I was gonna have to go home.
and by the way, the dog in question, her name is Addison. Okay, Addie the Bible dog.
Who I thought was a boy, but that's fine. That's
Yeah,
beside the point.
that's another discussion,
Yes.
Adriana, because we need to make sure you're okay. But yeah, all this dog wanted to do was just love on Keely. Like all she wanted to do was just, and then but the Keely was not having it, and it was okay because then Addie fell in love with Phoenix.
Yeah,
Phoenix.
basically.
Shout out Phoenix.
Addie loves Phoenix. I know, shout out Phoenix.
Dude, seriously, like during all the meetings, just if
The
if
best.
Phoenix got up, Addie would get up and follow Phoenix. Like I didn't know
Yeah.
what that was. Like my dog is in love with Phoenix, which I just think is.
Your dog is way more like with males. She's way better. I feel like she's more less shy. I guess.
But you know what? Though that wasn't always the case because
Really?
so Addie she was a rescue, and dude, if a dude with a hat came up to her, she would wig out and she would not have it, at all. So I don't
My
know.
dogs are like not good with men. Like
Really?
they just not. They get like really nervous.
That's
And I have one
interesting.
boy dog and one girl dog. So
That's interesting. So Keely, do you even
yeah.
have a pet? Do you have like a fish, a like
Imagine
a
No.
sheep, a
a sheep.
nothing? I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
That makes
nothing.
no sense if she's allergic
See, you
to
know what?
cats.
Yeah.
They're like
Well,
the same thing.
I think sheep are hyperallergenic, right?
yeah. When I don't know. Maybe I should get a sheep. I'll say it's a emotional
No.
support animal and bring it into my dorm in college.
I
People get away with it. People bring like pigs, like peacocks.
want to bring a cat.
A cat? Well, no one's gonna like a
Yeah,
cat. But you see these
yeah.
people
Cats
with
are
like,
weird.
you see these people with support ducks,
Yeah, I've
support
seen that.
chickens.
Yeah, yeah. People get away with literally anything. So
Yeah, we gotta figure something out. You know what, Adriana? We're gonna find Keely a pet.
Okay.
We're gonna
Can we
do
get you
it.
a beta fish?
I probably won't like it, but no, my beta fish ate each other when I was younger, and that's why I don't have fish anymore because I couldn't handle like the death. Because like they would die all the time, obviously, because like they don't last that long. So I just
No.
didn't. I was like, no, never again. Like I tried so many times, I just could not handle the fact that it dies. Like, and my mom felt so bad because she knows how I am, and like she didn't like that it was gonna die, and she knew it was gonna die. So we were like, I definitely think that's what happened because I never had a fish again. After
Oh
the last
wow.
time, and I was crying, I just
But like, you can get like a poodle because those are hyper or hypoallergenic. What is it? What is the word?
Hypoallergenic.
hypo.
Actually, I don't know.
We need to find a poodle. For those of you who are listening, if you have a poodle,
A hairless cat.
or a hair, okay,
Those are scary.
those look like the
I
devil
like them.
incarnate. Like,
No, no, actually.
seriously, they're
He's
ugly, they're
right.
hideous. No, Keely. Before we take off for another break, I wanted to ask you a couple of things. One, what is like your worship song jam right now in the season that we're in? And what was scarier, leading worship at the advanced or leading worship at the collective? Those are my two questions for
That's a good one.
Okay, yeah. For the first question, I would say since my mom has been listening to Waymaker over and over and
you.
over again for the past 3 weeks, I would say that's definitely my song at the moment. Like she like I guess she
Mystery
puts
maker.
in the hashtag on Facebook or something because she plays
Funny.
every single different version that exists.
Really?
Like I've heard so many people sing this song so far. Yes, absolutely. So yeah, any place we go, if we get in the car, it's on. So I would definitely say that's my song in the moment. And then for your second question, I would say leading worship at the it's greater because I led worship with a full band before. Like because at Newburgh, I lead worship
Yeah, all the
every
time.
single Sunday.
Yeah.
So like yeah, so it that's not a big deal as much as getting up there with like in ears, microphones. I was working with different people I've never worked with, and
Yeah.
I met these people before, but it's different when you're like
Mm.
working with them on a team and you're trying to figure something out. And then there's also no words at dance. So I was like, okay, Keely, you have to make sure you know this down pat, and there's no
Right.
like second guessing yourself or anything like that. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that was
right.
difficult for me, but it was definitely worth it because it was just amazing. Like the dance is amazing, and it's the greatest feeling when the Lord is giving you the tools to lead people into worship. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
We had fun.
and that's awesome. That yeah, we had a lot of fun, especially because me and Adriana are on
Honestly,
the same team. So.
like when we were off stage too, though, like we had so much fun, like just jumping around and like it was
Being
fun.
crazy. You know what though?
Worship. I like the
Yes.
fast songs.
The fast songs were fun. Like follow you. Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Keely, you led follow you,
Yes.
and
Yeah, and
The day
glorious
I had
day.
no
You
voice,
call
no
my
voice.
name,
yeah.
and
And
I
I
will
raise
grace.
out of that grave.
No, I love that. Those
Oh,
those are
that song.
forever. Those are forever. Like anytime I hear the songs separately, I picture you leading it in my head. Always.
Stop.
I really do. I
Yeah,
Me
really
I love
do.
too.
those songs.
I really do.
Oh, they're
Okay.
so
Glorious
much
day.
fun.
Another thing too that I learned about you at the advance, and we kind of clicked on. And I'm not going to put you on blast, okay? Because you don't like all country music, but you do like some country songs and
Yeah,
some
yeah,
country
yeah.
artists.
I
Wait,
would say
we're
that.
forgetting that we all went on a trip together before all of
I
this.
know.
That's
This is why
true.
we're best friends. This is why we're best friends because we spent that amazing trip together, which is when
We spent a week together in Washington,
Pastor Chris,
D.C.
Yeah.
played all his country music on the way there because we were boring him with our music. The ride was like 5 hours. What
Yeah.
was it? 5
It was
hours.
fun though. Yeah,
It
it
was
went quick
so
though.
much fun.
In
Yeah, so
my
we got
defense,
3 hours to ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in my defense, some of those country songs were Ruthie's. So the other leader on that trip, Adriana.
My
That's true.
mom.
So I'm not all of
To
them.
walk the earth.
That's true. That's true. You're right. Yeah, I know. And we got like 3 hours to ourselves because you let us play our music for 3 hours. So like,
Yep.
you guys deserved your
Hey,
little
my
country
mom's
break.
music is pretty good though.
Sorry, you saying Chris's is not.
And that's what she's saying. That is what she's saying.
That's exactly what she's saying.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I'll listen to some country. I like pop country because
That's what we were talking about last
I'll
time.
listen to Carrie
Yeah.
Underwood. I know a lot of Carrie Underwood's like. Well, I'll listen to her singles, and I know a lot of them, like all the words to them. So I'll listen to her singles. I like Casey
That's
Musgraves.
awesome.
Rainbow is
Okay.
like my favorite song at the moment.
That's
Okay.
an amazing song.
I know it
Shout
makes
out.
me like cry. Space Cowboy is a good song. Butterflies. So I'll listen to some country, especially because my mom like grew up on listening to gospel music and country. Those
Yeah.
are her only 2 genres she was allowed to listen to, which she lives in Barbados. She could not listen to reggae. She had to listen to gospel, and yeah, I know.
What?
Yep. It was. They said you were backsliding, and that you weren't a Christian anymore if you like listened to like some of that music. Like, like she would get in trouble for singing. It's getting hot, hot, hot. She was getting in trouble.
Your mom would get in trouble for singing "Feeling Hot, Hot." That is a good song. Wow, that is super.
Yeah, they were
interesting.
very. I know, yeah.
Strict.
But she loves
strict.
Bob Marley now.
Oh.
I love Bob Marley. I have a shirt.
Very.
The
I love Bob Marley.
the one of the best
I have a shirt
songs
now too.
was "One Love, One Love, One Love."
Yes.
Dude, great song.
Together. Yes, or is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? Oh, so good.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I know, I play that all the time.
Well, good stuff. Well, we're going to go ahead and end this segment and take a little bit of a break. We're going to come back with more Keely. All right. And why don't you explain what we're doing, Adriana?
We're gonna actually. I'll explain it in the next segment.
That's a good idea.
You'll have to wait and see.
Oh,
Wait and
cliffhanger.
see. Surprise. Cliffhanger. We'll be right back.
What's up, everybody? We're back with segment 3 of the Adriana and Pastor Chris podcast with Keely.
Keely.
And today we're gonna be doing a little game, I guess you could say. Okay, so we're basically gonna be predicting each other's futures. We're gonna be this was Keely's idea, by the way, but we're gonna be saying like what we think like each other will have in the future, like what our house will look like, what job. Well, we told each other what jobs we want on Monday, but we can like say that again. What car we're gonna drive, like things like that, and we're gonna go around and predict each other's future.
So are we saying like what our lives are gonna be in 10 years or like
15. Let's do 15.
15?
Well, how old am I? No, 10. I'm 15. I had a
I'm
dream
gonna
I
be
turned
32, right? Wait, I don't know. I don't know math.
You're 17. You'll be 27.
27.
I'll be 25.
No, I thought you were talking about 15.
No,
it was gonna be 32. Okay, 10. Sounds good.
I'll be 25.
Every math teacher watching this is weeping right now. I just wanna point that out.
But like when I walk in a classroom and I sit down, then they start weeping anyway. So it's like they should be used to it because I'm so bad at math.
Okay. Adriana, let's kick it off with Keely.
Addie!
That's Addie. Yes. Either the mailman is here or the FedEx guy is here. Or my wife is back home. I don't remember. So anyways, Adriana, kick us off and let's talk about Keely, where she's gonna be. in 10
Well,
years?
first she's gonna just say what you want to be, because like we talked about that on Monday,
Oh,
so
I
now we don't have
remember
to guess.
a speech
Speech
pathologist.
pathologist. Yes.
Yeah.
That was
I want to help people skate.
That glitched so bad.
that was the greatest glitch ever. It sounded like you were auto-tuned.
Really?
Yeah,
T-Pain?
T-Pain. Yes. Oh my gosh, that was
Okay, let's try that again.
All right, speech pathologists. Okay,
Yes.
Keely. Okay,
Yes.
okay. I mentioned this before. Keely can kind of go two directions because I can picture her, big city girl, nice apartment. Okay, not a janky
Agreed.
apartment.
My
A
penthouse?
nice,
Not a
nice.
janky apartment. A nice
My
No,
penthouse, period.
nice,
penthouse.
nice.
Penthouse.
Yes. Or okay, I can picture her like on a tractor on a farm somewhere, just enjoying life. And
No.
I don't know.
No.
Yes,
The
I
birds
can.
chirping.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
The
Keely,
dogs running around fighting Keely, and she's like, like
but
no
she's either
farm.
or. Like with Keely, she's gonna be 100% city girl or 100% country, marrying a guy who wears a cowboy hat. Like there's no in
No.
between with Keely.
That's so weird. How does she know?
No? Okay. Well, what's your opinion?
I think she can be living in the city with
Okay.
a city guy, man, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, man.
Man.
And
We don't mess with the boys here.
Yeah.
and she's gonna live in the city with a big house, and she's not gonna have any animals, and
Right.
she's
Right.
not gonna
No pets.
like she's not gonna ride out no tractors. She's gonna be city.
Okay. Long term. I'm gonna do a long term bet. Like
Hear me out though.
Okay.
I truly think it's 50-50. She really could go into the city, but I would not be surprised if Keely ended up somewhere with a barn. Like
No.
and I don't know.
I'll put down. I want to be a neurosurgeon, so I'll put down like 500 on that.
She goes, I'm gonna be a neurosurgeon, so I'll put out 500. That was probably one of the funniest things I've ever heard you say, because that was funny.
Lord. Oh boy.
She was like, I'm
a
be making bank,
comedian.
so
She's a comedian. She's funny, witty. I don't know. I'm just just saying. Like there's a good chance she might. I don't know. I think she's more likely to be in the
Keep
city,
yawning.
but well, that's because you're tired because you never sleep.
there's a
You know?
possibility. Okay, I'll tell you
Yeah.
guys what I think about your answers. I would say I
Fresh.
definitely love the city. However, I see the like country life. I just can't be in the middle. Like you're right. Like I just can't do like right in the middle, because then it's just like a mix of people, and it's like, well, are you from the city or are you not? Because people act like they're from the city and people act like they're from like the suburbs, like the country. So that's why I'd rather really be in like authentic country land or like authentic city life. Like you know
No
what I
in
mean?
between. No in between.
Yeah, no
I
in
get that.
between. So yeah, like you know what I mean? So yeah. I feel like the country life is just sometimes like so pretty, like, and like the birds and like just like it's just quiet. I feel like I like that.
But you know what I
But
just
I also
realized?
love busy life. So
I just
yeah.
realized though, like if you have a farm, what are you gonna grow? Because
I know.
you're allergic to like everything, and then you can't
I
have a
eat plenty
sheep.
of vegetables.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
know.
vegetables. Okay, so she'll have
Yeah,
a
I
big
literally that's
farm.
all I eat. Yeah, I'll just like take out like celery, like that's all I eat because I can't eat fruit anymore. But I used to
Okay.
just
That's
eat
so
fruit. I eat mango
sad.
all the time, and I eat mango and grapes because that's like really
I love
only I can eat.
grapes.
Grapes.
Me too. So I just
I
eat
want
that
grapes
all
so
the
bad right
time.
now.
Wait. Red grapes or green grapes?
Green.
Green all the way.
Maybe go.
I even like green apples. I think green apples are better than red apples.
I think green apples are the best.
Yeah, me too. But I can't eat apples anymore, so I'm
She can't relate.
allergic. I can't really relate.
Oh boy. Did we decide what kind of car Keely's gonna have?
She's gonna have a little uh like a Subaru, just like a normal, like
Like a
one
little
of the little
Subaru?
cars, just like a normal car, yeah.
Okay. I could
Yes.
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Keely rolls up in a Mercedes Benz and she's like,
The
Or she's
top
just
gotta
like,
come down. Top gotta come down.
no, Keely's gonna be
in a
like,
convertible
yeah, I don't have a car because people drive me around. I'm that
everywhere.
important, okay? Period. Okay.
Period.
No,
Okay.
Period.
Okay,
no, see.
let's
Oh, you
flip
guys are really
this.
frozen.
Oh, are we frozen? Well, don't worry, you're not missing much. All you're missing is a gigantic cat that gets in the way of everything.
Literally,
There you
of
go. You're
course.
back. There.
Now,
Here's
baby.
here's the cat's butt. That's what you've missed.
Oh, okay, got you.
Unbelievable.
Didn't miss
Okay.
much.
Okay,
Yeah,
Keely.
but I agree. I do agree. I would definitely drive something very little because I don't know, like many things like interest me. Like the two-person cars. I would
Yeah.
love that. I would
No.
love that. Like I cannot. I would
Like a
love
little
that.
Miata. Oh, a Miata.
Yes. Stop. I want to drive something little so badly. Yeah, so I would definitely I like smaller cars. I don't like trucks and I don't like SUVs or anything like that. I'd definitely rather a small car that's really low to the ground because I feel so much cooler when I'm in it.
Yep. Yep.
So
So Keely is going to be rolling around in a two-seater Miata with
That's what I was thinking at first.
some sort of hypoallergenic pet.
yes.
That's what we're thinking. Okay, Keely, kick us off with Adriana. Adriana is a little bit of
Hmm.
an enigma, but I'm pretty sure we can nail this down.
Yeah,
What does
yeah.
that
Okay.
mean?
An
What does that
Like
enigma,
mean?
you're just
like
different than anybody I've ever met.
yes, different.
That's
You're like a
so
mystery.
disrespectful.
That's
Yeah,
not
you are.
You're a
No,
mystery.
that's the nice way of saying it.
I'm just
Yeah.
Like
gonna
you're
disappear for
enigma.
years and then come
You're
out like
unique.
Okay.
all my money.
Please don't.
Lord. Get rich
Yeah,
and
I
tithe.
would. Yeah,
What do you think,
yeah. Get
Keely?
rich and tithe. I would say Adriana. Okay, so she wants to be a surgeon. So she's gonna have a
Yes.
lot of money, but I'm not sure. I see her being a country girl. She's
Yes.
gonna disagree with me, but I see it.
Yes.
I completely see it, like in the country, like with a country husband and
Mm-hmm.
like country kids. Like her accent's gonna change. Like we're gonna see her in 10 years, and we're gonna be like, whoa. That's what
That's gonna be
I
awesome.
see it.
No.
I
Georgia.
see it too. I see it too.
Georgia.
And Georgia, you could go to Atlanta and like you're in the city, but then you're also in the country. Like, girl, I see
Colorado.
Georgia.
Or Colorado. No,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah, I
Or
see
Colorado.
that.
California.
I see. Okay, I see
Yeah.
you as a California girl,
California. I
but
don't know about
that's
that.
like a different kind of city. I see it. It's a different kind of city.
I
You're
feel
like
like
not laid back though. I feel Californians are just kind of like.
yeah, yeah.
So disrespectful.
Let's go ahead.
No,
Let's
I
go
would love to live in
ahead.
California.
Let's go ahead and offend one of the largest states, most populated states
Right?
for this podcast.
Come for me.
Yeah,
California.
California, you stink. I'm kidding. I don't
I
know.
love
I get
California. My sister
Yeah,
lives
I know.
there.
I would love to. Oh, I would
That's
love
right.
to live there.
It's just super expensive though. That's the only problem.
Yeah,
And
it's
there's a
like
lot
New
of
York
traffic.
though.
Okay, and
Yeah.
she mentioned this before, but like I can't imagine Adriana driving anything else but a Jeep, a little Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah, me neither.
I can't.
And we guessed
That's
this.
her.
We
Yeah.
guessed
I almost
it.
got
I was like,
kidnapped by a Jeep Wrangler.
Yes.
oh
Okay.
yeah.
Do me a favor. Call the police and
Figure that out because we
Etchy
don't want you
people.
missing.
Yeah, don't go missing. But yeah, Wrangler, country girl. I could picture her having like horses. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Because I feel
yes.
like any animal that
No.
runs.
I don't want a horse.
What about an
Absolutely.
I don't
ostrich?
want a horse.
Ostrich?
I want to
That
live
would
in
be Adriana.
the house, the exact house that Meredith Grey
Oh,
and Derek
brother.
Shepard live in. It's so nice. Oh, that's like exactly where I'd want to be.
So
They're
you
like
heard it here
so.
first.
They're so
Adriana
close to
wants
the
to live in a
city.
trailer. Okay, awesome.
No, he. You didn't continue watching. They get a big, nice, big old
I
house.
watched 2
But
episodes in like
okay,
season 2.
whatever.
He was in a
So-
trailer.
It's nice. It's not. Well, he's not in the trailer anymore.
Regardless of where you live, you are going to end up with a country boy. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that right now. Cowboy boots, but like not like a gross country
No.
guy. No, he's gonna look
no.
posh. He's like
His name is gonna be Bo.
Bo.
That's stop. I can't say anything because I don't want to insult anyone watching. But no, don't. No. It's my grandma's dog's name.
Do not insult the Bows that are listening to this
I love
podcast
that.
right now.
I'm just saying that's not what I'm gonna. That's not the person I'm gonna be marrying. The name is
Oh
gonna
my
be
gosh.
Bo.
I'm gonna laugh.
Be like,
I'm gonna laugh
I don't
so
know.
hard when Bo is his last name and your name gets changed to Adriana Bo. That's my new goal. Okay, we got to make this happen somehow.
Yeah.
Okay, both of you. Okay, this is.
I mean, you kind of have a life.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me, Adriana. That truly is. But still,
it's not true.
We can do 10 years from now. Go for it.
Yeah, you still do 10 years.
Yeah.
You're gonna have 2 more kids.
2 more.
Yeah. Yeah, I see 2 more. Not more than 2. Just 2 more.
And you're gonna get a cat, a hairless cat.
Nope. I do not want Satan's pet.
Spawn. That's so disrespectful to all those people that have whatever it's called.
Listen, no offense to all the cat lovers, but every cat is gonna burn in hell, guaranteed. Sorry.
No, you can't say that on camera.
Yes, I can.
My cat's 17 years old. I'm gonna go cry.
Aw. Well, I mean, maybe
Keely.
some cats go to heaven. I don't know.
The ones that aren't Satan's spawn.
For the most part. I don't know. No, I don't like cats. I might get another dog. I can see that. But
a dog. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Another dog.
Okay, how about this? Because my car is literally on the verge of death.
Oh yeah, the car.
Give me something.
I can see you in a Subaru Forester.
My wife already has a Subaru Forester.
My mom has one.
They're good cars.
Maybe a nice minivan.
Yeah, I'm really seeing the minivan. I was gonna say, but I was like, he's not gonna like that.
Like a gray minivan that says Pastor Chris on the side.
You could not have picked a blander. You could not have picked a blander vehicle, like a mode of transportation. You're gonna have a minivan, and it's gonna be gray. Like,
you gotta jazz it up with the CY and Pastor Chris on it.
Oh, don't get me wrong. If I get a minivan, it's gonna be baller status. But
that's not funny, and that's not cool.
I would want to spray paint mine.
My friend put flames on the side.
Minivan. Yeah, I want it to be spray painted, like almost graffiti style.
You're not getting a minivan, Keely.
No, I'm not. I'm definitely not.
You're getting a Miata, and you're gonna like it, Keely. Okay?
Yeah, because if you have a minivan, that means you have like a lot of kids. And
why can't I have like a Mustang or like?
Because you would never drive that.
Firebird.
You wouldn't. You would want it, but you wouldn't drive it.
I don't like this game.
I like it.
Me too.
So,
we'll see.
Adriana, close us out, girl.
We'll see you next Monday, hopefully. But I don't know. We might see you on Wednesday if our videos get deleted.
Oh my God. No, redo that. Redo that. That was so busted. Oh my goodness.
Wait, there's no redo button.
There is no redo button. This is what we have.
Oh,
peace out, everybody. Keely, thank you so much for being part of the Adriana.
Of course.
Get out of here.
And Pastor Chris show.
We're out.
Thank you for having me.
Love you, Keely.
Love you too.